Hi, today we're at Oranga Tamiriki in Papanui in Christchurch, and I'm going to serve one of the social workers with a notice to leave one of our clients alone who's being harassed in her home. And it's really important, I think everyone needs to know this, that notices can work both ways. Say that you're a mum and you're at home and you're just minding your own business, and Oranga Tamiriki come around for an unannounced visit. They give you paperwork. You always have right to refuse that paperwork, and you can do it via your own notice. You know that you give notice to Oranga Tamiriki, direct it to the social worker or the CEO, the notice to cease and desist all interactions with the named persons below, and just name yourself, your children and your family members, because I think it's section 5 of the Oranga Tamiriki Act that states Oranga Tamiriki must include whānau and hapu in all decisions. So what they're actually doing is exploiting that, and they go around and get all your family members to sign off on the uplift of your child. Now if all family members, including yourself, refuse to sign off on any contracts, those contracts cannot be used in court against you. But yeah, contract law is really important. And the other thing is quite interesting. Peter's going to film me serving the social worker, and it'll be interesting to see how she responds, because she sent a text saying that she received the first notice and that her lawyers or Oranga Tamiriki said that the notice wasn't legal. So I sent a text back to the social worker and said, thank you for acknowledging that you received the notice. You are now bound by this notice. And then we haven't heard anything from her since. So she hasn't contacted my client, the client's child, or me since I sent that text message. But she has now started to contact the family members of my clients. So this is a second notice, just basically directing the social worker that she cannot contact the other 5 members of the family. Yeah, so you might as well just keep it running, because we'll edit it.
Hi everyone.
You want to like keep it running?
Yeah, see, look here, it's running.
You want to keep it running?
Yeah. Why do you think it's running?
It's a bit short.
Just keep that down so it doesn't.
Hi, Connor, how are you?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Have you come to work there?
No.
Oh,
no, we're trying to get to Oranga Tamiriki. Is this the same place?
I'll give you a sign in the book, please.
Oh, thank you. Very helpful.
Thank you.
Cheers. Okay, so yeah. So do I just put Whānau, or is it all Oranga Tamiriki?
Yeah, just put your name.
Monica and Peter, MAORI Rangers. And our phone number.
Just put your own.
121263203 and your race. And what's the time?
Time is 11:22.
11:22. What's the date?
The date is the 20th.
20th.
2001.
01.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very helpful.
Thank you.
Hi, kia ora.
Just go up to the button there and press that.
OT?
Yep.
Cool, thanks. Hi. Pardon? So that's quite interesting.
Hmm.
Is this true though? Is this part of like wins? Can you put your phone in?
Yeah, I am.
Is this true? Do they actually do that?
They try to create that, but you know, there's a lot of policy holes.
Oh, hi, kia ora. Are you Giraffes? Yes, I am. Okay, cool, thanks. Hi. Thanks. My name's Monica Eastick.
Sorry, didn't see you there.
And we're from MAORI Ranger Security Division. So this is like a courtesy greeting as well.
Okay.
So I texted you the other day in regards to my client, and
Yes.
she has basically appointed me as power of attorney. So we've just got like a little directive to give you. It's nothing nasty or anything. It's just outlining that the family don't want to be contacted because of the history of Oranga Tamiriki, like and because the Royal Commission findings found Oranga Tamiriki to be racist towards young mums. So this just says that oh, hang on, that's another call. That's not even, but it just, we've given our contact number and that we work with the embassy. We also work with Whānau Ora, and that if you have any questions you can contact us if you wanted to have a little read.
Yeah, because I just really, like, the concerns aren't, like, the report of concern. We don't have much history for the family or anything. I just really want to meet her to talk through it, and if it makes her feel better that you're there for it, then, well, I'm all good with that. Like, I just really need to speak to her about it.
But what we are here for, we act as a buffer for the young mums. So, see, wealthy people would get like a lawyer or something, but we offer a free service to the young mums around here. And young mums have
There's a lot of fear.
There's a lot of fear. They
I do get that, yes.
Yeah, and they're really scared.
Yeah, and that's why I've spoken to her mum as well, and kind of telling her that, you know, we're not here to take your child away. That's not what we're here for.
Can we get that in contract though?
See, that's what I mean.
That's
they won't do that.
Okay, so we specialise in contract law. So with that statement, could we get that in contract that you would never take a child?
Well,
see, that's the thing. So you can't really
say that.
Exactly. So that's why we're here.
I'm just talking on the current circumstances. Like, if I sign a contract and something happens, like 2 years from now, I can't legally do that.
Okay. So
what we're just saying is this is just kind of a buffer. Failing there being a good lawful reason for you to go there, you probably should just stay away.
You should stay away because
we do have a statutory obligation.
Okay, so
yeah, we understand that.
Obligation.
So we understand your statutory obligations, but what I'm saying, failing there being a good lawful reason, which is some direct report, because you've just said that you don't actually have very much on the family at all.
So we do have a report of concern, and that gives us...
I guess what Oranga Tamiriki stance is actually around being able to provide that like that education.
Well, okay, we do as well. So we offer a wraparound service for our clients, and we work with Whānau Ora.
So we'll just contact you, and you can contact us, and we'll relay messages.
Because we can keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Okay, and we haven't seen anything of any concern, and it's based on Oranga Tamiriki is horrible reports from the Royal Commission.
What I'm going to say is that there's often in these situations, there's a lot of, especially, you know how it is in family breakups and arguments and stuff like that, there's a lot of, desire for people to keep their kids, and people make stuff up, and, so there's a lot of,
telltale
allegations.
And honestly, the family court and Oranga Tamiriki don't really do that much to validate one way or the other.
And a lot of harm is made. And so I just wanted to introduce ourselves. We've got an office on Belly Ave. That's the stance. If you take some time to read it, contact me if you have any issues. Contact us, and we will make sure that we relay messages through to them. Whānau Ora is trying to get us. Well, we do work for Whānau Ora as well, and what I know is that Tait, I can't pronounce her first name, this is my Māori name I can't pronounce, but Tait, who is the CEO of Whānau Ora, is really pushing for the complete closure of Oranga Tamiriki. And so there's a lot of Māori groups all throughout the country who are pushing for that complete closure. So we're kind of like a buffer. Both ways, because we do understand the positions of you guys, but there's a real massive chance that Oranga Tamiriki could get restructured or something, and so there has to be like a whanau or a learning, or at least this is a good way of communicating and learning.
Absolutely, and I guess you've served your documentation and obviously addressed through it. Yeah. Like, obviously anything that's served on Oranga Tamiriki or a specific social worker,
Yeah.
it goes through our legal team, as you can imagine, and in consultation with our practice leaders.
And encourage your legal team to talk to us too, because this is a thing that needs to be discussed if you wanted to take it further. Or you could just exit the...
You know how it is there's a perspective from one side of the argument that everyone else is invalid, and that's only the government perspective. The truth is that we have just as much validity as they do and anyone else.
More, as being human rights.
So when we actually give a notice, it's just as lawful as anyone else's, and you know that is the truth about it.
And everyone's bound by their own acts as well, and I absolutely acknowledge that. Whatever, you know.
And there were promises and contracts with the Māori people throughout history. And so if the government continues to, or government agents continue to disregard he whakaputanga o te rangatiratanga o Nutireni or the te tiriti o Waitangi, it's never going to go away. The Māori are never going to go away and go, oh, here, take our kids. You know,
or you know, you can just take what you want off us.
Children to not be taken from us, because it's like it's instinctual.
And I guess our goals aren't dissimilar either. So we ultimately, and I get, you know, there's been a change in the way that work's been done, like sexual issues over the years, and I absolutely acknowledge that. But when we actually break it down and see, you know, yourselves as an organisation working for, you know, what you value, what your whānau value, and what we're looking at here, and what our values are, what our principles are now, they're actually not dissimilar. And
Are you guys doing whanau, like Māori training, or okay, well, we're going to leave it there. Thank you
very much for your interaction today.
And your input and conversation.
See you later.
Thank you. Okay, cool. See you later, guys.
Good,
thank
Yes.